Hi everyone, and this is another episode of Book It and Cook It from the South Whitley Public Library. Today for springtime, it's the end of March, 1st of April, I'm going to show you how to make a lemon coconut cake. I've not made this one before. I've made another lemon cake, but I chose to do this one today. And it's from the site called Melissa and Bibi, so I will link that in the comments section below, in the description below. So it's a three-layer cake with lemon curd and coconut whipped cream cheese frosting. So it sounds really good. So we'll go ahead and get started. I'm just going to tell you what's in the cake and then mix that up and then come back and show you what that looks like when I'm finished. The cake is 1½ sticks of softened butter, 2 cups of sugar, 3 eggs at room temperature, 3 cups of cake flour, and I got King Arthur cake flour. It is a finer sift than all-purpose flour or bread flour. You wouldn't have to use that. There is a in the recipe it tells you if you don't have cake flour what to do to substitute. 2 teaspoons of baking powder, a ½ teaspoon of soda, ½ teaspoon of salt, a 1/4 cup of buttermilk, a 1/4 cup lemon juice, 1/4 cup of vegetable oil, a tablespoon of lemon extract, and if you don't have that you can use lemon juice, which is what I'm doing today, and 1½ cups of coconut and the zest of 2 lemons. So I'm going to start mixing that up here. The flour and soda, baking soda, the flour, baking soda, baking powder, and salt are all in here in this bowl. And then in this bowl we have the buttermilk, the lemon juice, the oil, the lemon extract, which I said I'm substituting lemon juice for. So we're going to alternate those after we get the butter and the sugar creamed into our mixer. So I'll be right back. Okay, I've got the butter and the sugar whipped up here. You need to whip it for 3 to 5 minutes till it becomes smooth, and then we're going to add the eggs one at a time, and it's 3 eggs at room temperature. If you don't have them at room temperature when you start this, you can put them in a bowl of warm water for 5 minutes or so, and that'll bring them up to room temperature. But we're going to add them one at a time, and you need to mix it until this is all incorporated before you add the next one. So I'm going to do that and be right back. Now we need to add the flour mixture and the buttermilk mixture alternately, starting with the dry and ending with dry. So the recipe says 3 dry and 2 liquid. So I'm going to attempt that, and we'll see what we have when we're done. Getting ready to add the last of the alternates. First the buttermilk, and turn my mixer down. And again, that's the buttermilk, the lemon juice, and the oil. Let that incorporate a little bit before we add the final bit of flour. Bit of flour here. And you need to blend it, mix it until it's just blended. A couple more here. And then we need to fold in the coconut. So let me get this beater cleaned off here. Get that folded in a little bit. Get this beater scraped off. And this is going to go into 3 8-inch cake pans that I've already floured and greased and floured. So a cup and a half of coconut in there. Take this out. This would be good for Easter. That's coming up next week. And this video might be out after Easter. Oh, I know it will be, so it'd be good for any springtime gathering that you have coming up, or summertime. So we'll get this coconut incorporated here. See how well I can do this with one hand, holding the camera. Okay, now on the cake pans, this is something I was taught as a young girl. Grease your cake pan first, then put down a layer of either wax paper or parchment on top of that, and then another layer of Crisco or whatever shortening you use, and then lightly dust it with flour. Then when your cake comes out of the oven and it's cooled for 10 minutes or so in the pan, when you go to get it out of the pan, it won't stick. And then you can just peel the wax paper off the bottom of the cake when it's out, when you've flipped it over out of the pan. So I'm going to get those put in the oven. Here's what our batter looks like. And these are going to bake at 350 for 22 to 24 minutes. So I'll do that and we'll come back and see what those look like. And then we're going to make lemon curd to go between the cake layers and our coconut cream cheese frosting. Be right back. Okay, while the cake is finishing up baking, I'm going to make the lemon curd. So it's 3/4 of a cup of sugar, and that's what I have in this bowl, or in this pan, sorry. And a 1/4 cup of cornstarch and 1 cup of water. And we're going to cook that until it comes up to a boil and thickens. And then we're going to cook it a minute longer. So I'm going to do that. And when that comes to a boil, I'll bring you back in just a few minutes. Okay, the mixture has come up and is thickened. So I've taken a little bit of the mixture out of here, and you need 2 egg yolks for this recipe. So I've added a little bit of the mixture to the egg yolks, and the reason you do this is to bring your egg yolks up to the temperature of your pan, of your mixture, because if you put these egg yolks in there at room temperature or cold, they're going to cook and you'll have eggs in your lemon curd, and you don't want that. So I've got that mixed in there, so we're going to pour that back in. Just like that. And we're going to stir that in till our curd is lemon in color, and it is. And I don't have my heat on, I'm cooking on electric, so it keeps its heat for a little bit. And the mixture was already hot too. So we'll stir that. And now we're going to stir in our zest. I have a tablespoon of lemon zest. And we need 4 tablespoons of lemon juice. And I squeezed a lemon a little bit ago. So I think this will be enough. And we need 2 tablespoons of butter. Stir that in, and our lemon curd will be finished. So if I can get this up here so you can see what I'm doing. Oops, so sorry. See if I can, there we go. And you're just going to combine this until your butter melts. And you could refrigerate this probably up to a week or so. A few days to a week. I wouldn't recommend freezing it. There, everything is incorporated and it looks nice and smooth. So we're going to let that cool for a little while. And I'll bring over here and show you. The cakes have come out of the oven. So they are here cooling as well. So while I'm letting those cool, I'm going to make the coconut cream cheese frosting. And I'll get all the ingredients together and show you that. Okay, I have the whipping cream all whipped up. You see that there? And I've taken it out of my mixer bowl. And now we're going to combine the powdered sugar, the cream cheese, vanilla, and coconut extract. If you don't have any coconut extract, you don't have to add it. You don't have to buy any just for this cake. And we're just going to combine that and then fold the whipping cream back in, and our frosting will be complete. Okay, we're going to fold this whipped cream into a little bit at a time into the powdered sugar and cream cheese mixture. And then at the end, we're going to fold in some coconut. So you just go down, up, and over. Down, up, and over to fold. So you don't want to lose the volume of the whipped cream. Just keep doing that, and I will show you assembling the cake in a little bit. Okay, the cake has cooled and the lemon curd has come to I put it in the fridge and chilled it for a while. Now when you do cover this up, you want to make sure you put your plastic wrap on top of it so it doesn't form a film like pudding would do when you put it in the refrigerator. So now we're just going to frost these and fill the inside with lemon curd and then layer them up. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, but I'll come back and show you what this looks like when it's all finished. So each layer is going to get a layer of lemon curd and a layer of the whipped topping on it. So this is the first layer. I need to add whipped topping to it yet, or the frosting. And then we'll put the next layer on and do that again, and then the third layer. Okay, I have the cake all assembled. I just put some of the frosting into a Ziploc bag and cut a hole in the corner, and now I'm just decorating the top of it. I'll show you, excuse me, what that looks like. Just going around in a circle, just to make the top look pretty. I had some of the lemon curd left over, so I put that on the top as well. And you don't have to do this, but I had frosting left over, so I thought it might make it look pretty. So that's what our lemon cake looks like. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hate to cut it right now to taste it, but it does look really good. So I'm going to close with this. I'm not sure yet what the May video is going to be. We'll see. One of my co-workers is going to start a Spice of the Month club. We're going to start that in May, and every other month we'll have a spice, a sample of a spice and a recipe to go with it, available at the front desk at the South Whitley Community Public Library. So I might be doing recipes associated with what the spice of the month is. We'll see. But until next time, everyone have a good day.